Good morning everyone and welcome to the class. We are doing the chapter Rural Livelihood in Civics, that is your chapter number 8. And under this chapter we have started our discussion regarding different types of economic activities that people do in order to earn their livelihood. And we are discussing all these things in the context of a village, that is Kalpattu, which is in Tamil Nadu and which is near the coast of the sea. And in this regard we have seen that in the village people used to do different mainly two types of economic activities. The first type is the which we have discussed was many type of non-farming activities, like some people were engaged in different craft activities like basket making, utensil making, then cart making. All these activities were done by the people. Besides, there were other activities like people used to be service provider. They provide different type of services to the community, like teachers, nurses, then weavers, washerman, blacksmith. All these are the people who provide their service to the community. And other than this, we have also seen that there were many shopkeepers and traders in the Kalpattu village. There was description of the main street of the village, and in this we have seen there were 4 tea shops, and other than tea shop there was a house of a blacksmith, which was also used as workshop by the family. Then there was also a shop which was related to the hire and repairing of the cycle. And other than this, traders were also there, and there were people who used to go to nearby towns in order to do some construction work, or they also worked as lorry drivers and all. So these are all those activities which are not connected with the farming activities. And now we see that in the Kalpattu village, the main occupation of the people was farming. And in farming, the main crop was paddy. But other than paddy, some other crops were also grown in the village. Plantain, then sugarcane, cotton. These are some other crops which are also grown in the Kalpattu village. Besides, in the village there is also mango orchard and coconut groves. These are also there. And after that we have started our discussion regarding one of the farm laborer of the village. Her name is Tulasi, and in this in your book the Tulasi is narrating her story, her own story, in her words. Okay, how she used to do work, when she comes for the work, what is her timing of the work. All these things have been told by Tulasi herself. And in this regard we have seen that Tulasi used to start her work at 8:30, and she works till 4:30, and he works in the field of Ramalingam. Ramalingam owns 20 acres of paddy field in the village, and there are many workers like Tulasi who used to work in the field of Ramalingam, because these workers like Tulasi actually they are the landless laborers because they don't own any land. That is why they work in the land of someone else. किसी और के land में वो काम करते हैं because they don't have any they don't have their own piece of land. Okay, so the workers like them are called landless laborers. Okay, so Tulsi is one among them. She works in the fields of Ramalingam, and Ramalingam is a very large landowner, and her work starts at 8:30 and it goes on till 4:30 in the evening, and there is Karuthamma who is there to supervise the work of these workers, if they are doing the work in proper manner or not. And then Tulsi also told us about herself that this is the time when she is getting regular work, because in agricultural work you must know that the work is not regular. The nature of the agricultural work in our country is such that it does not require labor all over the year. There are certain periods when labors are required in the field. Other than those times, labors are not required. Like at present, Tulsi is Tulsi is there to transplant the paddy saplings. Okay, she is transplanting. We have read about this transplanting in history also when we were discussing Mahajanpadas, है ना. तो ट्रांसप्लांट कर रहे हैं वो जो पैडी के जो सैपलिंग्स हुए हैं उनको बिल्कुल रूट से रिमूव करके फिर दूसरी जगह पे इक्वल डिस्टेंस पे उनको लगाया जाता है ताकि प्रोडक्टिविटी जो है वो इंक्रीज हो जाए. एंड दिस इज़ अ वेरी टफ जॉब. फिजिकली इट इज़ अ वेरी टफ जॉब क्योंकि इसमें बेंट होके काम करना पड़ता है. सो इट्स अ वेरी टफ जॉब एंड इट इज़ नॉट ईजी फॉर एनी पर्सन टू do such kind of work from 8:30 in the morning till 4:30 in the evening. But she is doing because she is a landless laborer. She is not owning any land and she has to do all these things in order to survive. है ना. So this is the time when she is transplanting the paddy saplings. Then she will when the work is over, then there will be no work. And then again she will be called by her owner, that is Ramalingam, to for weeding, and then she will be called for harvesting. So the in agricultural work the workers do not get job throughout the year, and if they are not getting the job throughout the year, what will be the problem they face? They will फेस द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ रेगुलर इनकम. जब उनको रेगुलर काम नहीं मिलेगा तो उनकी जो इनकम होगी दैट विल ऑल्सो नॉट बी रेगुलर. जब काम नहीं मिला तो पैसे नहीं मिले. तो इन दैट सिचुएशन तुलसी फेसेस अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स, एंड नाउ टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस ऑल दीज थिंग्स. ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी आर डिस्कसिंग द लाइफ ऑफ तुलसी. Who is a landless laborer. When I was young, I could do this work with no difficulty. She is telling us about the work of transplantation which she is doing presently. So when she was young, she do this work of transplantation very easily because her bones was strong. She was young, है ना. So she was very capable physically at that time. But now as I grow older, I find bending for long hours with my feet in water very painful. So now she is growing older and she find it very tough to bend. Okay, she has to bend all the time in order to transplant, and her feet are always in water. पानी में पैर होते हैं हमेशा उसके, और उसको हमेशा झुक करके काम करना होता है. तो वी all of us feel this kind of problem with the advancement of age. जब भी हमारी एज, जब हम एडवांस एज में पहुंचते हैं तो ये फिजिकल प्रॉब्लम सबको होते हैं. तो तुलसी is also facing the same problem, but she has no option. She has to do the work. Now Ramalingam pays ₹40 per day. For this work, she is given ₹40 per day. This is a little less than what laborers get in my home village. So Tulsi is saying she gets ₹40, but this ₹40 is little less than what laborers get in her home village. It means, what does it mean? कि जो इनको जो वेजेस मिल रहे हैं, दैट इज़ हाईली इरेगुलर. इसमें कोई किसी तरह का रूल्स नहीं है कि अगर हम उनसे काम करा रहे हैं तो हमें उनको उतने पैसे देने होंगे. वो उनको जो भी उनका जो भी काम करवा रहा है, जैसे यहाँ पर रामलिंगम इज़ द पर्सन हु हायर्ड पीपल लाइक तुलसी. तो नाउ इट इज़ अप टू रामलिंगम कि वो कितना पे करेगा. तो तुलसी क्या देख रही है कि उसके होम विलेज जो है वहाँ पर उसको, अगर वहाँ वो जाकर काम करती तो उसको थोड़ा ज़्यादा मिलता, बट यहाँ पर जो ₹40 मिल रहा है वो कम है. ओके, बट आई केम हियर बिकॉज आई कैन डिपेंड ऑन हिम टू कॉल मी व्हेन एवर देयर इज वर्क. सो अगर उसको ये पता है कि उसके होम विलेज में उसको ज़्यादा पैसे मिलेंगे, हर दिन का काम जो कर रही है वो उसके लिए उसे ज़्यादा पैसे मिलेंगे, तो क्यों नहीं वो अपने होम विलेज जाकर ही काम कर रही है, क्यों वो यहीं पर रामलिंगम के पास आकर काम कर रही है. Why she is doing like this? Because if she will work for Ramalingam, then Ramalingam is in her करंट विलेज. जिस विलेज में वो रहती है उसी विलेज में रामलिंगम है. तो वेन एवर रामलिंगम विल बी इन नीड ऑफ द लेबरर्स, ही विल कॉल तुलसी एंड अदर वर्कर्स. तो तुलसी इज़ वेरी मच एश्योर्ड कि जब भी रामलिंगम को काम की ज़रूरत होगी तो वो मुझे बुलाएगा. अगर वो अदर विलेज में जाके काम करती है तो डिस्टेंस विल बी देयर, एंड कब काम की ज़रूरत है कब नहीं ज़रूरत है, शी विल नॉट बी एबल टू नो अबाउट ऑल दीज थिंग्स. और वो दूर से कोई और उसको बुलाने तो नहीं आएगा उसके घर पे कि आपका काम है ना. तो दिस टाइप ऑफ प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम्स पीपल फेस कि सी नोज कि अगर वो वहाँ जाती है तो उसको ज़्यादा पैसे मिलेंगे, बट स्टिल शी इज़ कंपेल्ड टू वर्क इन हर ओन विलेज. क्योंकि अगर अपने विलेज में काम करेगी तो काम का जो नेचर है, जॉब का जो नेचर है, दैट इज़ हाईली इरेगुलर. कब काम की ज़रूरत है कब नहीं ज़रूरत है, नथिंग इज़ डेफिनेट, नथिंग इज़ सर्टेन. तो इस कंडीशन में सी प्रेफर टू बी इन हर ओन विलेज, ताकि जब भी रामलिंगम को काम की ज़रूरत हो तो वो उसे इन्फॉर्म कर दे. अदरवाइज़ रामलिंगम भी ऐसा कर सकता है कि वो नियर बाई विलेज से या कहीं और से लेबर्स को बुलाए जो कि कम पैसे और भी कम पैसे में जो काम करने के लिए तैयार हो जाते हैं. तो दिस इज़ द condition. The condition is not good. First of all, what are the problems we are seeing Tulsi is facing? The first problem Tulsi is facing is long working hours. The second thing which Tulsi is facing is irregular work. मतलब she is not getting through work throughout the year. Okay. Then the third problem she is facing is physically painful job. Then the fourth problem she is facing is low wages. उसको जो wages मिल रहे हैं that is low. 40 rupees per day is a very low wage. So these are some of the problems which we have discussed up to this time. हाँ, अभी हम लोग और भी डिस्कस करेंगे तुलसी की और भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. अभी हमने ये 4 प्रॉब्लम्स के बारे में डिस्कशन कर लिया है. ओके. Now my husband Raman is also a laborer. Now Tulsi is telling about her husband. The name of her husband is Raman, and she is saying that Raman is also a laborer. We don't own any land. They are landless laborers. They don't have any land. During this time of the year, he sprays pesticides. So what is the function? What is the work his husband does in order to earn the livelihood? उसका husband क्या करता है? He sprays the pesticides, क्योंकि जो crops होते हैं उनको उनमें पेस्ट न लग जाए इसके लिए क्या होता है? पेस्टिसाइड्स होते हैं, डालने पड़ते हैं. तो he does that work, sprays the pesticides. When there is no work on the farm, he finds work outside, either loading sand from the river or stone from the quarry nearby. So anyhow he keep himself engaged in any of the work. अगर फार्मिंग का टाइम है, पेस्टिसाइड्स स्प्रे करना है तो वो पेस्टिसाइड स्प्रे करता है. इफ he is not getting any job regarding this spraying of the pesticide, then he finds some other work like loading sand from the river. That is also a work. जो river in during summer seasons and winter seasons what happens कि river जो होते हैं बहुत dry हो जाते हैं और river bed से sand की loading होती है, तो वो he does that work. And many times there is a quarry also. Quarry is a type of mining activity. जब बहुत ज़मीन के बहुत नीचे से नहीं जाके बिल्कुल हल्के सैलो ही उसको डिग करके जब उसमें से स्टोन्स वगैरह निकाले जाते हैं तो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड क्वेरी. तो क्वेरिंग एक्टिविटी में भी कभी कभी वो इन्वॉल्व हो जाता है. एंड इन दिस वे ही ट्राइज टू बी इन जॉब थ्रू आउट द ईयर. चाहे कोई भी काम करे बट काम करना चाहिए ताकि जो पैसे हैं वो आते रहें, ताकि उनकी लाइफ के जो मिनिमम नीड्स हैं वो पूरे होते रहें. ठीक है. So this is sent by trucks to be used in nearby towns to make houses. So these sands and stones which are loaded by the people, by the workers in the trucks, then these sands and stones sent to the nearby towns. Okay, and in these sands and stones are used in the building activities. House building में उनका काम आता है. तो इस तरह से वो अपने आप को engaged रखता है रमन, who is the husband of Tulsi. Apart from working on the land, I do all the tasks at home. Now Tulsi is again telling us about herself कि what she does. She does from 8:30 in the morning till 4:30 in the evening. She is doing work in the farm, है ना. And after this she does all the work of her house also. I cook food for my family. Okay, she has a family. Her husband is there. Her children are there. So she cook food for them. Then she clean the house. She wash clothes also. I go with other women to the nearby forest to collect firewood. Firewood is used as fuel in order to prepare the food. In order to cook the food there is need of fuel. और ये फ्यूल कहाँ से मिलता है? ये फ्यूल जो है उनको फायरवुड से मिलता है. और ये फायरवुड कहाँ से मिलता है? दे people like Tulsi go to forest areas in order to collect the firewoods. So this is also an important work she is doing. About 1 kilometer away, we have a village borewell from where I fetch water. She is not having water facility in her house. In order to get water, she has to go around 1 kilometer away from her village. वहाँ से 1 किलोमीटर दूर जो बोरवेल है, बोरवेल क्या होता है, जो पानी के ज़मीन के नीचे अंडरग्राउंड वाटर को मशीन से क्या किया जाता है, बोरिंग करके उसके वाटर को ऊपर पुल किया जाता है. That is called borewell. So that borewell is 1 kilometer away from the village of Tulsi. She goes there every day to fetch water, to get water. वहाँ से वो हर दिन पानी लेकर आती है अपने जो दिन भर के जो पानी की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है उसको फुलफिल करने के लिए. ओके. So my husband helps in getting materials such as groceries for the house. Her husband also help her in getting materials like groceries की जो need होती है घर में खाना बनाने के लिए, in order to cook the food, whatever grocery is required, in collecting that grocery, her husband help her. Okay. So this is the situation. She is doing so many work at the same time. She is cooking, she is washing the clothes, she is cleaning the house, she is going to the forest to collect the firewood. She is going 1 kilometer away every day at the borewell to fetch water. Then she get groceries also. So in this way, all these functions are done by Tulsi. Apart from her work in the land, in the farm में वो जो भी काम कर रही है उसके अलावे ये सारे काम उसको करने होते हैं. Our school going daughters are the joy of our lives. So in such a condition, which can be said to be a miserable condition, the family is so poor. They are not owing any piece of land. They are doing work in someone else's land. The husband is doing so many different types of work in order to get money. So life is very miserable. They don't have any kind of source of fuel, like we have LPG in our house. We have so many facilities in our house. They don't have any water connection. No electricity भी वहाँ पर नहीं होगी most probably, जो condition देख रहे हैं हम. तो इस तरह की condition में जहाँ पर सब कुछ ही everything is miserable, but there is one joy of their life. And what is this joy of their life? Their school going daughters, है ना. जो बच्चे होते हैं वो they are the reason behind whatever they are. जो कुछ भी वो सफ़र कर रहे हैं, जो कुछ भी वो प्रॉब्लम्स फेस कर रहे हैं, उन सारे प्रॉब्लम्स को फेस करने के लिए उनको कहाँ से स्ट्रेंथ मिल रही है? यही ये जो जॉय ऑफ लाइफ है उनकी, जो स्कूल गोइंग डॉटर्स हैं, दे आर द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ देयर लाइफ. वो जो कुछ भी कर रहे हैं वो उन्हीं बच्चों के लिए कर रहे हैं, और ये बच्चे ही उनकी लाइफ की सबसे बड़ी जॉय हैं. जस्ट लाइक यू, जैसे तुम लोग हो, है ना. बच्चे जो होते हैं वो पेरेंट्स के लिए सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट होते हैं, और पेरेंट्स इन बच्चों के लिए सारी प्रॉब्लम्स, सब कुछ जो भी करते हैं अपनी लाइफ में, सब बच्चों के लिए करते हैं. इसलिए बी सिंसियर टुवर्ड्स योर पेरेंट्स. अपने पेरेंट्स की तरफ हमेशा सिंसियर रहना चाहिए. उनकी बातें मानो, उनको रेस्पेक्ट करो. ओके. यू कैन जस्ट इमेजिन द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ चाइल्ड इन ए लाइफ, है ना. So our school going daughters are the joy of our lives. Last year one of them fell ill and had to be taken to the hospital in town. So she is telling us the story of last year, what happened. One of the daughters fell ill and then she has to be taken to the hospital in town, and we had to sell our cow to pay back the money we borrowed from Ramalingam for her treatment. So when they took her to the hospital in town, they needed money, and at that time of need, the money was provided by Ramalingam. That is the reason she वर्क्स विथ रामालिंगम ओनली, क्योंकि वो जानती है कि वेन एवर शी विल इन नीड ऑफ मनी तो रामालिंगम उनको हेल्प करेगा, है ना। तो रामालिंगम ने उन्हें हेल्प किया, ही गेव हिम देम मनी, बट उसको पे बैक करना था। वो पैसे जो रामालिंगम ने दिए वो तो सिर्फ जब नीड थी तो उसमें उसने दे दिया, बट आफ्टर दैट उनको पे बैक करना था। एंड हाउ दे पेड द मनी बैक, दे पेड द मनी बैक बाय सेलिंग देयर cows. They used to have their own cow, but because of the illness of the daughter, she has to be admitted to the hospital, और जो भी हॉस्पिटल से रिलेटेड खर्चे हुए उसके लिए उनको डेप्ट लेना पड़ा रामालिंगम से, और फिर रामालिंगम का डेप्ट क्लियर करने के लिए उनको अपने काऊ को सेल करना पड़ा। सो दिस इज द situation which is faced by Tulsi. These are the problems which are faced by Tulsi. So as you saw in Tulsi's story, poor families in rural areas often spend a lot of time every day collecting firewood, getting water and grazing their cattle. So this is the condition of all the people who are poor in the village. Every day they spend a lot of time in collecting the firewood, they spend a lot of time in fetching water. Then if they have some cattle, then they have to take that cattle for grazing. So in this way it is because they lack the facilities. If water facility is available in their house, then they did not need to go to 1 kilometer away every day in order to fetch water. If they have alternate source of fuel such as LPG, then also their life could have been so easy. तो उनका लाइफ बहुत इजी हो सकता था। These facilities which must be provided to them by the government is not being provided. जो उन्हें दिया जाना चाहिए था वो नहीं दिया जा रहा है। They are poor and their condition is becoming more miserable because of all these lack of facilities. अगर ये सारे facilities उसको अवेलेबल होते तो लाइफ में कुछ अच्छी चीज़ें भी होती, बट दे आर बिजी इन फुलफिलिंग द बेसिक नीड्स ऑफ देयर लाइफ। दे आर मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत करके वो अपने लाइफ के जो बेसिक नीड्स होते हैं उनको वो फुलफिल कर पाते हैं। दिस इज़ द प्राइस ऑफ पॉवर्टी विच दे आर पेइंग। ओके, so even though they do not earn any money from these activities, they have to do them for the household. They are not earning any money when they are going to collect the firewood, or they are going to fetch the water or grazing the cattle. They are not getting any money for that work, but still they are doing because these are important for their household. The family needs to spend time doing this as they are not able to survive on the little money they earn, because whatever money they are getting, that money is only sufficient to fulfill the basic needs like food related needs जो भी उनके हैं उसको वो किसी तरह से पूरा कर पा रहे हैं, और मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज़ भी उनकी पूरी नहीं हो पाती। अगर उनको कभी मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट की नीड होती है तो दे आर नॉट एबल टू गेट द मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट ऑन देयर ओन। फॉर दैट दे हैव टू लेंड मनी, उसके लिए उनको उधार लेना पड़ता है। जैसे कि तुलसी के केस में हमने देखा, जब उसकी डॉटर बीमार पड़ती है तो शी हैज़ टू टेक लोन फ्रॉम रामालिंगम। तो ये कंडीशन है, वो जो कुछ भी अर्न कर रहे हैं उससे वो बस किसी तरह से अपने फूड रिलेटेड नीड को पूरा कर पा रहे हैं। Nearly 2/5 of all rural families are agricultural laborer in our country. In our country, we see that if they see the whole rural families, 2/5 of all rural families are agricultural laborer. They labor, they work in the land of someone else. There are some there are some who have small plots of land, while others like Tulsi are landless. So in these 2/5 of all rural families, there are some who have a very small piece of land, and they work on their own land as well as on the land of someone else also, if the piece of land is very small. And there are many who don't own any land. So this is the condition of our village. It's not only about Kalpattu village. Actually, this condition is prevailing in almost all the village of our country. So we will continue our discussion in the next class.